My name is Michael and I was 26 years old. I was in love with a beautiful girl and her name is Kara. She is 23 years old. We knew each other because she was my neighbor. We talked to each other often. We became friends and that friendship turned into love. I still remember our first meeting when we met each other. She knocked on my door and was looking very worried. I said hi and then asked what happened. And how can I help you? Then she said that the bathroom faucet in her house was damaged, from which the ablution water was coming to the house. She was living alone, so she could not call anyone for help. She said if the water didn't stop then all my stuff will break down. Can you come and help me? I also lived alone. I went and helped her and that's how our conversation started. She was very nice and also beautiful. Her hair is brown and she has those big eyes. I probably fell in love with her at first sight because I kept thinking about her after that. She was very pretty. I wouldn't say she was too skinny, but his health was very good and his body was very good and I was crazy about her. But I found out that she has a boyfriend and I felt sorry and angry about it. The next day when she was talking to me, I told her that you didn't tell me that your boyfriend is here last night. She said yes. He lives far away from here. He only comes once a week, then he stays with me in this house for 2 days. I said I saw him. He was a nice guy. Do you love him? She said, of course, I love him. But there was another thing, that when her boyfriend is home, I heard the sound of fighting from her house, but I didn't ask her about it. And she also looked sad today. After a while when the wind blew, and her hair blew from her neck, I saw that there was a scar on her neck and also from her eyes. It seemed that she was crying, which means that the boyfriend raised his hand to her, because it was clear from her look that she was sad and they had a fight, and he used to fight with her like every week. And one day I went to her house to get something and was surprised. The door was open, so I entered inside. All the furniture in the house was broken. Maybe someone had a lot of quarrels here and she was sitting on the ground crying. Her face was also injured. I immediately helped her, picked her up from there, bandaged her wound, and asked her what was the matter. Who had done this to you? Is there a burglar in the house? Or you do this for yourself? What happened? Why are you so sad? She was crying and not answering my question. Kara started crying badly and said that he raises his hands on me. He hits me, comes to have sex with me and takes money from me. Because once I had taken a loan from him and he is repaying it. He also uses my body and takes my money. I said, how long will you bear this? Something has to be done. She said I had run from my house just because I don't want to see his face, but he has found me again. Where should I go? I said it means you don't love him. Kara said of course, why on earth I loved him. He is not worthy of love. He is a bad man with a criminal background. We can do anything. He's too dangerous. I thought about it and told her that I had an idea. We weren't going to do anything too weird. Kara and I am a common person and this life is a reality, not some kind of film or fiction, so we have to do something quite simple but effective. And that is not easy, but sometimes it's more important to use your brain than to make an emotional decision. When the time came, she hid in my house and his boyfriend started knocking on the door of her house. We hung a note on the door saying that this house is for sale. House was empty and we had planted it ourselves. After a while, I was passing by and he stopped me and said, where has the girl who used to live here gone? I said that there is no girl living here. The house is empty and ready for sale. He looked around and made a strange look as if he was very angry. She has run away from here and now he has to find her again and have to go. Kara was right. He was a dangerous man because he had a weapon with him, but I am not afraid of it because he was the one with doing wrong. He started dialing Kara's number, but she had switched off her mobile too. Her boyfriend realized that the girl is not there, so he left her there. Next week when it was his day to come, she again hid in my house, but he didn't come because now he knows that no one is here. Kara was very impressed with my little trick that had worked, which meant she no longer had a boyfriend in her life. She didn't want to be with him. Then it's my turn now. She thanked me and that was the time when I told her that I love you so much. You look so good. I like you. I'll take care of you. I can't live without you and I want you to give me a chance to prove my love. She said I am pretty into you and I also love you. We expressed our love to each other and thought we would stay together and get married. Because I wanted to settle down and I didn't want to waste a couple of years like this. We loved each other. Kara had told me that I did not love my boyfriend. He just did me a favor. After that he started using me. I asked my girlfriend to stay at my house and now she stayed at my house. She has left the house she was living in before, because now we didn't need it. The wedding preparations started, and everything was fine, but suddenly her behavior changed. She might be hiding something from me because one day she went somewhere, and when I asked her where she went, she told me nothing special. But since then she was in a much worse mood than ever. Even in the evening, I asked her what was for dinner, and she said I haven't cooked anything. I said no problem, let's go out somewhere. But she was in such a bad mood that she was not even willing to go out. I said that we will eat outside and watch a movie together. But she broke my heart by saying no. When I went to her room to tell her that the food had arrived, if she had eaten a little, she might have been in a better mood, but she was asleep. Not only that, she often went to the bathroom and sat in the bathroom for 2 hours. Sometimes I heard her crying and didn't know what to do. One day I looked at her carefully. Her appearance had changed. She was a little pale. She looked very ill. Her face was quite pale and there were dark circles around her eyes. I said, "What's the matter? You don't even drink alcohol. Then why do you look like that?" She said that I don't drink so that my health is not harmed. But maybe I didn't sleep well at night. But she fell asleep early that night. And I kept waiting to see if she was awake, because I want to have sex with her. I told her that we are getting married and I want our wedding to be memorable. I had a friend who owned a wedding dress shop. I told Kara to go there and get a good wedding dress for her. She had to go by herself, because I will see her in those clothes on the wedding day. So she had to go to buy her clothes. She went there but said she didn't like anything. By the way, it was my friend's shop, so she would have given us a big discount. She was a good friend of mine, and I help her a lot during our school days, so I owe her a favor. My friend called me, and she said her girlfriend came but she had a bad attitude. She didn't like anything and she said I didn't like any of the dresses. I said her preferences are a bit different. But my friend said that it's not a matter of differences. She was very rude to all of us and all my staff. I was shocked to hear this, but I didn't say this to her because then we would have a fight. And we were going to get married, so we shouldn't have quarreled with each other. Her credit card bill was also high. I thought she was doing wedding shopping. But when I asked her if the shopping was done, she said that she had not started yet. I said that we are getting married in 2 weeks. What are you doing then? You will say I have nothing to wear. She said I will take what I need when I need it. Strangely, she was not at all interested in getting married and her health was also very bad. It is strange that she was in love with me but not happy with the marriage. I said no, we are getting married. It is very important. She said that we live together anyway, bathing together, eating together, we used to do everything together. If we get married, what difference will it make? I said that I didn't have sex with you even for one time, and this is the difference we can make. She said that I do not want to make love with you before marriage. I said that's why I'm telling you that this is a big difference, but she said, okay, let's count sex too, even after marriage. We will do the same things. Why have you made marriage like this? You are happy like girls. She started scolding me while I only told her that I wants to make our marriage memorable and I want her happy. Then she became silent and she said, forgive me, I was angry. I said no problem. But if there is any problem, tell me. She said no problem. I just want to marry you and then everything will be fine later. This was also a bit strange. Everything will be fine. What did it mean? Everything was fine. Rather, I had solved a lot of trouble in her life. Now there is no problem in her life that she should behave like this. She was acting like she had 1,000 problems and her condition was such that she had to give an assignment to someone on time which she had not done yet. That was her situation. It was only 2 days left of our marriage when my girlfriend disappeared, and her phone was switched off. I was so worried that for 4 hours she didn't even come home. So I went out and went to the metro to look for her. When I found her, I said that I am so worried. She said, why are you so worried? I am not a little girl. That I will get lost. I went to work. I said what work? She told me that she just went to do some shopping. But she didn't have anything. She said I didn't like anything to buy. My girlfriend's behavior was very strange. There must have been some problem. But our wedding date had come and on the day of marriage, her behavior was fine. Everything was fine, as we thought we were friends. We swore to live and die together. And after that, she became my wife. She was in her room maybe fixing her makeup. We were back home and I was also changing my clothes. We were very tired, so fell asleep. Even on our wedding night, she doesn't want to make love to me, but that's okay, we both are tired. In the morning when I came out of my room, I saw something in a bucket. When I looked inside it, there was a piece of paper because it had my wife's name written on it, so I took it out and was surprised to see it. I went to my room and I told my wife, are you hiding something from me? She said, no, my dear, I am not hiding anything from you. Why are you saying this? I said, no, just forget it. I said, when you want to make love with me. She said, tonight I will make love with you, because now you are my husband. She was quite happy now. But at the very next minute, what I said was completely shocking for her. I said, I can't live with you and I will divorce you. Now our ways are separate. She was surprised and I showed her the same piece of paper. She bowed her head and said, forgive me, I was going to tell you. I said, no, you are going to make love to me and get me infected. I will not forgive you, and even if you had told me what would have happened after that, You wanted to ruin my life. You know I want to do a lot in my life. So you should tell me earlier that you are not fit for any relationship. I love you. It doesn't mean I will die for you and ruin my life. She said, okay, I will leave here. I am very sorry. I felt very bad. Yesterday we got married and today I told my wife that I don't want to be with her. It was very bad. It was difficult for me to bear everything. But when she was going back, she said that I can make love with you anytime. But I didn't because I don't want to give you this disease. But yeah, I got selfish. And I am very sorry for that. She left my house and one day I was sitting in a park. The paper is also in my hands, in which it was written that my wife was HIV positive. If I had any physical relationship with her, I too would have become HIV positive and my life would have been ruined. Her health was also deteriorating. Because she was so lazy, there was no joy in her even in the marriage preparation. She had a conflict inside her because she was sick, but she should have told me that she was not in a condition to get married. What she wanted was that she would have married me and we would have physical relations, and after that, I would have become ill and I would also have developed a disease for which there is no cure. Maybe I would have supported her and got her treated, but she was too embarrassed. That's why she left. And I was also angry that she didn't tell me all this. Now she is not in my life. And I don't know where she is, but I am living my life in my way. I think that if the marriage takes place and I also get sick, then how would I be today? But I want to help her with money, but all her numbers are off and I have no idea where she has to go. I can only pray for her, the beautiful girl of my dreams, but she can't be a life partner.